Yo, what's good, YouTubers? It's the greatest Noob T-Bird 325, and I'm coming at you with some ruling questions. Um, Before I do that, I'm going to give 10 random shout-outs, so let's go into the shout-out pages and find 10 random people to shout out. Let's go. Malefic Arcan, Tanks Pokemon, Gambler 0913, Jubean91, Dristo 4, Fifth Rain, King Pot of Duality, Xeno, KH, Team Thunderbird, and Zev Twins. There was my random shoutouts, and I'm going to try to do that from now on and give just random shoutouts to people. Thank you all for being subscribers. Some of you are actually my friends on in real life and on YouTube, maybe even on Facebook. So thank you for being my friends. And if you actually are a real friend of myself, thank you for being my friend. So the first question I have comes from Team Deck Wreckers, which asks, can I use 2 Scrapstorms and target only 1 Scrap Beast, and what would happen if I do? The answer is yes, you can target 1 Scrap Beast with multiple Scrapstorms. All you're going to do is activate. If there's no response, chain to it. Activate. You just have to have the target there. Now you resolve backwards. Your second one is going to go first. You're going to drop off a scrap monster from your deck to the graveyard. Draw a card. Then you're going to destroy the beast. Okay? Second one resolves. Send down a scrap monster. Then draw a card. Now you cannot destroy the beast afterwards because it's already been destroyed, so you don't have to worry about that. But you get to dump off 2 cards and draw 2 cards at the cost of 3 cards, but it'll work for you if I'm pretty sure you're playing Recon. Okay, the second question comes up from Begin the Uprising. Black Whirlwind versus Blizzard. I forget what his title is, but Blackwing Blizzard. Okay, if you have, the question is, would Whirlwind miss timing if Blizzard activates its effect to special summon a Blackwing from the grave? The answer is no. Okay, you will not miss timing because they both activate at the same time when a Blackwing monster is summoned. But here's the trick: if you're trying to get away from a bottomless trap hole, which if you're playing Unity of Family, if that's on the field, well then his attack goes up to 2100. Okay, so what you need to do to get around your opponent's back bottomless that's back there, that's face down, is activate Blizzard's effect first. Target your Bora or your Shura. Chain the effect of Whirlwind. There you go. Resolve backwards. Whirlwind adds you a monster. Blizzard's effect goes off. They couldn't activate bottomless at the time because there was an effect that was activated in response to the summon of that monster. So they can't activate bottomless when the second chain link is Black Whirlwind. So therefore you just got around their bottomless. And you get your monster and you can go sing happy. There you go. Next question he asked. Dark Soul versus Thunder King. If Dark Soul is sent to the graveyard while Thunder King is up, and then afterward Thunder King is booked, does Dark Soul get the search at the end phase while Thunder King is face down? The answer is no. Dark Soul gets his effect, activates when he's sent to the graveyard. If Thunder King is face up, that activation is null and void. It's just like if some mandatory effect would singing. Basically, we'll say if I have a Thunder King, my opponent has Sangin and a face down enemy controller, I go to attack Sangin. They sacrifice Sangin to take control of Thunder King. Sangin's effect immediately activates after the chain resolves. Thunder King will say, no, you cannot add anything to your hand right then and there. That's negated. Same thing with the Dark Soul thing. It activates, and if Thunder King is chained to put himself on the field, well, activation, chain link 1, which is Dark Soul, chain link 2, Thunder King hits the field, negates it, stops it right there. Just like if my opponent plays Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, and then I will, if it targets one of my monsters, and I chain Call of the Haunted, when I see that Dark Soul is waiting to go and start another chain, I Call the Haunted on my Thunder King. As soon as my Thunder King hits the field, Dark Soul effect will try to resolve its activation won't work because Thunder King just popped up on the field to say no, it's not happening. That's that. Now, from earlier, I was dueling with a couple of friends over here and helped a guy make a Machina deck. I wish they would stop trying to turn it on. Help him make a Machina deck, gadget deck, and he had his own little spin on there with the gear towns and whatnot. Ruling question came up. You cannot use substitute fusion substitute monsters with future fusion. It doesn't work. It only works from the hand. Excuse me. So, if you have any questions about rulings or just feel like texting, 337-426-1303 is the number you need to contact me at, or you can just PM me, send me a message, or request on Facebook, whatever. And I'll be happy to answer your questions. And if I can't figure it out, or if I'm getting stumped by it, then I will ask my team of expert judges who can help you figure this out. Which is not too hard for me to get an answer from either one of them, because it might take maybe 5-10 minutes. Some of them work during the day, just like I do, so it might take a few hours before I actually get a response. But I will get a response for you in a timely fashion, as fast as I can. And so, the next series that is going to be coming up from the Greatest Noob will be the Greatest Noob's School of Dueling. I'm going to teach you tips and tricks as far as moves to do, what not to do, in situations, and keep yourself from making noob mistakes. Now, granted, a lot of you guys are noobs. I am a noob myself, but I'd rather call myself the greatest noob than the worst pro. Just has a better ring to it, you know. I've only topped 8 at 1 regionals, and that was 3 years ago. Ever since then, I've just been judging. So I'm pretty sure that if I would have just net decked somebody, I could probably place top 8 again and get an invite again. But I'd rather not do that. I'd rather judge and get free packs and get cards and take those cards, trade those cards, and get more cards. Alright, I'll give you the first thing that I would say. Use your monsters or your effects to your advantage. Obviously, that goes without saying. Here's something I would do. I have Breaker on the field. Summon Apprentice Magician. I have Creature Swap in hand. Summon Apprentice Magician. Give Breaker a counter. Break away the bad card they have. Oh, it's Mirror Force. Awesome. So then now, I use Creature Swap on their own and give them my Apprentice Magician and take away their Scrap Dragon. Okay, so we'll do that. Now I will set, I don't know, some card that may be useful in the graveyard. I don't know, doesn't matter. Activate that, knock away another bad card. Then now we attack the Apprentice Magician, and then it'll go to my graveyard, activate its effect or my remove from play area, depending on what actually is on the field at the time. And then I get either another Apprentice, a Magician of Faith, a Crystal Seer, or an Overdicted Magician. Either one of those, depending on what your situation is. Which leads me to another thing, as far as a ruling go. When you use the effect of Crystal Seer, you have to reveal both cards to your opponent. It's just like Pot of the Wildy. Reveal 3, Pot of the Wildy, pick 1, put the other 2, shuffle them back. Crystal Seer says pick up 2, take one of them, put it to your hand, the other one, bottom of the deck. Plain and simple. So you have to show your opponent the cards in which you're going to be choosing. So, that being said, School of Dueling coming up. Any other token requests, ruling requests, shout outs you want me to do, just make sure you hit me up. Texting me is a lot faster. I normally go to bed somewhere around midnight Central Standard Time, which is Chicago time, Louisiana time, right down MIMAL. So just hit me up. I'm working from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, so if you text me and I do not get back to you in a timely fashion, it's probably because I had to turn my phone off, because where I work, my phone is not liked by that building. It blocks off damn near every signal. Really, I gotta go outside to use the phone. It's crazy. So Till then, it has been great. T-Bird 325, and I'm out.